Hello and welcome back to the Thunder Rocks, which is now actually living up to its name, as it's thundering, look, and it's also the 30th of September, which means that, yeah, the end of the last video was timed perfectly. What else can I say? Anyway, as for the park, we have plenty of money. We have all the guests that we need, and yeah, we are running out of space for rides rapidly. I'm afraid we won't be able to fill up the room over here, but we do have money and room over here in the underground for at least one more coaster. And you know what I think we should do? We should just blow all our money onto that one coaster. And I think we should make it this type, the inverted roller coaster. It's expensive, I know, but we have the money, so why should we care, right? However, what we should do is, oh my. Wow, there's a lot of vandalism there. And a lot of vomit. And a lot of everything that's bad. Over here it seems okay though, but we had a few bad spots here too. It seems to be alright for the moment, but yeah, I just feel like this area, this bit, needs an extra handy dude. I can't help but have the feeling the one guy who needs to cover this area is just not cutting it. And also, because of this, we're gonna hire an extra security dude. Because I see stuff that's demolished. Therefore, we need more guards. Look. Okay, so that should be clean right now. About the pricing of rides, not gonna worry too much about it. As for like what the eggheads have been doing, I set them to research shops and stalls, so we should have gotten quite a few. Yeah, the head stall. And that's it. So we only got a head stall, huh? Ah, well, you know what? Let's just add those new shops and stalls. Let's add a few, I mean, it's not really gonna help us win or lose the park or anything, but, just to have said that we have added it. Oh, and by the way, look guys, I'm opening the actual shop. Oh, they said it couldn't be done, and then he did it. He then did it. Let's add another head stall over here. And ooh, did you saw that? Lightning. Yeah, it is here, guys. Lightning is real. We have all of it. Yeah, and then over here. This seems a nice place for a head stall. It's about the only place that I could quickly spot that is actually free. So, let's change this to black. There. Nice. Right. Now, we were still waiting on the ratings of the... Oh, not bad. This is actually a medium coaster. Ride time is insanely long, so we definitely... How many? 10. With 4. And the ride time is 3 minutes 34, which means 215 seconds divided by 10 means a minimum time of 20 seconds there. Booyah. But I think this is actually not bad, for a coaster of this type. I mean, to get it above 4 at all, I think it's quite good. So, yay, hooray me! I did a good job for once. Well, it's not that bad. Also, yeah, you know what we should be able to do? We should be able to get at the height of this path. Or at height 7 or so, get a coaster in this direction, which should not interfere with the back end that we have over there. You see, I'm getting all practical straight up. You know what that means. That means that we are gonna spend our money as quick as we can. and build this freaking coaster. Wow, and everything is flashing right now. I'm like, I'm not sure if you know, if things are safe and okay. So at height 7. Okay, so that's not gonna work out. Okay, so that's also not gonna work out. S-band. This is working out. So, okay, so this is a good start, right? We know that we... Ooh, and we have the pizza stall. Nice. But basically, we know that we have a fully fledged station over here. So, let us see, what can we do with it, right? Also, I'm not entirely sure about the station or the trains on this one. 9, these seems like long trains, which leads me to believe that I'm able to do this trick with it. I would quite appreciate us being able to do this. Now, as for where we are right now, let me see. Okay, so, and then I'm just testing out how high this thing can go. I mean, the real thing that I'm testing out here is, can we get to above the, you know, the rides that we've built over here already? The answer seems to be, if I do my nice looking lifting technique, then yes. Haha. Okay, so guys, I mean, let me just quickly think about this for one moment, if this is a good idea. Because in all honesty, you know, as much as this is a mess, I like this mess. And I don't really feel like we should go above this with the coaster and clutter it up even further, you know? We could do it, but I feel like we shouldn't. I think we have this one rock for this one coaster, which should leave us plenty of space. We don't need to go above it. This was just a testing of a theory. And we now know that we can do it, should the need for it arise. Okay. And then, look, here is what I think we should do with this coaster. Let me see. You know, maybe it is better if we do it like this, and then a big one and a tight one. It's not really what I want with this. There is quite a bit of space here too. If we do this one earlier, are we then able to? Yes. Nice. Now, I think with this coaster, we should do at least this piece, right? And in theory, it should be able to pull this one off. And in even more theory, we should be able to somehow, well, have issues with park ownership stuff. Who would have thought, you know, that the park ownership would be a thing that I, the Tycoon, would worry myself about. Oh wait, those are actually Tycoon things to worry about. Also, yeah, so over here it's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze. What type of specialties do we have? We have inline twists, we have corkscrews. We can do the whole 9 yards, but this thing can't run upside down. See, that's about the only thing that it cannot do, I seem to recall. Oh, okay, so, and then it also doesn't do the height differences of like 2. So this is like a 3 high coaster track, makes designing it rather difficult. we should, in theory, be able to... We wouldn't even need to go this far. A little bit further. Something like this would do. And then, in theory, even further. Oh, but we are like miles off here. You see, I guess everybody kind of knows what I'm trying to do here, right? I just pray that I'll be able to pull this one off. Maybe we don't need to go that far down either. No, in fact, we want to be going up. So, we don't even want to go down here. We need to... Oh. Well, that complicates things slightly. We want to go down one then. Make the swoosh. Okay, down two then. Is it that much, really? Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to squeeze anything through there. Okay, so just for the recap, basically we come down from this loop, which we just know that we're gonna make, and then yeah, we can easily get up a little. You know, that's not like the issue here. In fact, we could even S-bend it, because that's how pro we are at. What? No! Give me the right S-bend, game! Stop mocking me. Okay, it's not gonna happen. Not like this. Okay, retry this. And then... Yes. Okay, we can even twist it. That's nice. I kinda like this feature. Then do an S-bend. Then, nope. Well, at least it turns around, right? It's not the best looking thing we've ever built. You know, maybe we should do like a corkscrew. Maybe to the left. Oh, that's actually one up. Maybe let's not do that. Let's do it down. I kind of like this, the way this is going though. I think it's cool. Our speed also won't be that high. Let's do it the other way around. Yay! We finished it! Yay! Everybody applaud! Look, they're all applauding. Nice! We actually managed it with 1800 gas, and that's me not even pushing it, you know. There, it was Damage who did it. Look, they're all applauding. And we're popping balloons, because we can. Nice. Look! Oh, this one doesn't want to be popped. Did you see it? Look at me go. Alright. Anyway, we were not doing this. We were constructing this coaster here. So back to that, you know. But man, what a easy park this was. Still is actually, you know. It's not done yet. I think in terms of speed, we should be kind of okay to pull this one off, you know. So I feel like this is reasonable to do. And then what we should do is make sure that, yeah, we actually need like this to drop down like straight away, and then like this, because else we would have run into our other corner piece here, and I don't like running into our own corner pieces. They are usually quite tough. At least that steel is. Nice. Oh, okay. Can we do like helixes? Yeah, we can, but what we cannot do is move over here. roller coaster in the way still? How much further? And now there is just in general, there is like a roller coaster in the way. So we come from height 15. I think a lift piece would really be a good advice here. Because I think we will have lost by now pretty much all the speed that we have. So if we go down here, we should be able to... Oh, nice. I like where this is going, you know that? I really like where this is going. I mean, I have no idea how this holds up to... this is all in the outside. Nice. Maybe it would be good to do like a half loop. You know, maybe if we... Is there... I mean, it's a bit hard to see. Now we are pretty much at the park border here. Oh, and by the way, I know that this is happening. You know what we're gonna do about it? You are totally not fixing this, so why don't you go there? Oh, that should address it. Man, you know what I want here? I just want the half loop bit partially, partially above ground, you know? So... And this should be the way to achieve it. And it is. Nice. Now, I believe we lifted this to like... Wait, now this is the only thing? Oh, I was about to say, like... Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, and then the half loop. And why am I now not able to do anything else like a corkscrew or anything? What is this? I mean, you should be able to do like half loops and then turn out of the underground, but apparently no. Okay, so just hold it. Hold it. I mean, one way or the other, this half loop thing is gonna happen here. Okay, maybe it isn't. Resuming what we were doing. Let's do like a helix up large. I feel like we should do another lifting section for this. And then, let's see. Like, we can go quite far even with this. And this is all height that we haven't really utilized, so... And at height 12, we make this extremely difficult for ourselves. That's what I'm thinking here, you know, I'm like, yeah. This is not gonna work out like this. Also not like this. And I see why. Okay. Yeah, change your plans, huh? Can we get... No, that's not gonna happen. So the whole steep drop thing, you know what we're gonna do with it? We're gonna move that over to the next location. And yeah, maybe one over here. Now what we can do is if we are at like height 13, if we can pull this off, I mean, that would be the coolest feat ever. But I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work out all that well. But let's see what we can do. Helix is not gonna work. Okay, so it's not gonna work at all then. Therefore, right, let me see. What I want to do is I want to go through this section, but for that to succeed, we would need to, well, wait. might not be so difficult as I make it for myself. And then this is all we need. And then at height 13, if we are able to go through. Oh wow, we just went through as if it isn't even a thing, as if it's super easy. How nice. Okay, so in that case, do you mind me, huh? Look at this. Land not owned by the park. Yeah. Game, I know. I was afraid this would happen. Ooh. Hey. Okay, so apparently we are able to go over here. Now, just bear with me here, but if we can manage this one, then oh no, we won't be able to manage this because we come from like height 20. So the pace we'll have is like ultra insane. So that's not gonna happen. What I had in mind. It's okay. But I'm just saying it right now as a FYI, you know. I had something very cool in mind, but just trust me on the fact that it won't happen. Also, at like height 14, after a few ups and downs, shouldn't we be able to... Yep. Nice. Okay, so with that done, you know, this whole escapade is now completed. I want this coaster to get back to its rock where it belongs. What we can do though is you know, let's add like a few brakes here. We'll break it to speed 72. Maybe even 64. And then do like the loop that we... Right, and now you're saying no. Okay. We only have the one brake tile then. Fine, game. If that's the way you want to play it, huh? I'll play ball here. And then let's make some pace. Oh, now there is the roller coaster in the way. Fine, that's okay. I don't really want to be going over to the other side here. No, yeah, now. Yeah, maybe we will have to go over to the other side, you know. Just saying. What we may be able to do is this. And then... No. Yeah, that's possible though. Fine. Okay, if that's the way of it, that's the way of it. We are now totally free to do what we want over at the other side. And that shall be a steep drop. Because we don't really have one. And of course, you know, every coaster needs to have at least one big one. And this one is no exception to that rule. That's not what I really wanted to do. Right. Come on, game. You're starting to annoy me with the building shenanigans. Now, how cool would it be if we were able to have this coaster curl around? And I know we need like a little bit more height for that, but how cool would it be if we can have this one curl around this vertical pole here? I think we would be the king of coaster making if we managed to pull that one off. Which we're not really doing by building it like this, because Basically, we haven't really lined ourselves up proper for this now, have we? So let us not. Let us fix our approach, huh? Because it needs fixing. And then do this. And then now we will have the pace for all this going up, you know, that's not the issue. No. Okay, so maybe what we need to do is instead move this out one further. If we have like the room in the underground, which we do seem to have. And then so far we do have the pace for all of this, by the way, so and then we can just do like a helix up. Okay, maybe we cannot. Balls. But maybe if we were to say like this is like such a curve, and then you are like such a curve. Nice. Now we come from height 22, so in theory we should be good to pull this one off. Okay, maybe not. Man, is this difficult to construct. And I have a fear that we might make this one too extreme. For the moment we should be good, but the fear is real. You know what we could do though? Is maybe go up a little. And then maybe do like an inline twist and just finish it, you know? Don't do any fancy half corkscrew like moves and all that. I think that would be kind of cool. We will definitely have lost the pace though. So in terms of pace, we're cool. Let's see. Oh, of course. Of course, there is our other, yeah, of course, yeah. Okay, so we need to do this differently. And then this is like right next to each other, because this has like the same track height. So in theory, I should then be able to do something like this. Alright, yeah, the whole park is totally going into disarray right now, because all I'm caring about is coaster construction and totally not about the well-being of the park. Which is very good tycooning, by the way. Or not. Oh well, you know, it happens. Yeah, let's curve it the other way around. So... Ow. Alright, that's interesting. This should be doable then. Not in that way, fashion. Maybe we should instead keep this height. Oh, there's the roller coaster in the way. And then, oh, we are all of a sudden partially in the above and below ground stuff. It's not really what I wanted. Can I, if I were just to continue on like this, will I be able to sneak in like a loop to the left? Oh, that's only one off. I should be able to sneak in a loop over here. I mean, just one more loop, you know, you don't want to do too many. I think in terms of special track pieces, we have pretty much hit the limit. And this one's also really difficult to get through its own loops, if not impossible. So that's kind of the reason why I'm not trying it, you know. Also, we need to see this one back to its station at some point. And even though I said we would waste all our money on it, we totally didn't. I feel like now would be a good time to see it back to the station though. Oh, great. What we need then is an S-bend. Yeah, to the other side. That should work. Yes, it did. So let us see this coaster back to the station. I think now would be a good moment for it to return to where it belongs. So what we are gonna do is we're just gonna raise it up basically, because it comes down from this loop, and we should be in clear waters, so to say, for track construction once we go up to this height. And then I believe if we go like this, and I then go down a little, I should be able to pass right below. Wait, why is this not working? Oh, because I'm in the inside of this track. That's not really what I meant to, but I kind of want to return this one to the station. Admittedly, you know, with the underground, there isn't much flex that you have in terms of what you can do with where you build your tracks with a 3 high coaster. So kind of struggling here, to be honest. But what we should have here is... Oh, wait. You know, let us do the brake thing, and then to 35 kilometers. And then let us do the S-bend thing. And then just add more brakes. And then say, wait, what? Oh. Yeah, okay. about the S-bend thing, you know, let us do the big S-bend thing. And then do the brakes. I mean, I don't know if it adds much, you know, but there. Nice. Okay. Very, very, very nice. Very complex as well, you know, this coaster. I quite like it. And let us test ride it. Doesn't really matter if we hook it up, but you know, just for, you know, the finishing of it, I will actually hook it up. And then, you know, that's also kind of to discover, like, is it actually viable? Will it make it, you know? Ooh, has the whole Cliff Eater thing stalled? You know, it does look like the Cliff Eater thing is actually stalling out. Where are all the cars? You know, they seem to be somewhere down there. We should see like a big collection of cars for that coaster. Because apparently it has stalled out. So all those... where is it though? Because we should see the cars, right? No, we don't. Don't we see the cars? Oh yeah, no, here it is. Yeah, so the whole thing isn't making it to the end. And I have it lifted, but apparently we lack pace. Yeah, okay, so the Cliff Eater might have been like a not so good design, even though the ratings say it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. And then open it, you know, just reset it. Oh man, that's the worst. Anyway, this is for, you know, the entrance. And I was hooking up the, yeah, you make it very good. Nice. Very nice. It looks like the whole coaster is running great, you know. No, I'm not really seeing where it's going right now, but kind of lost track of it a little. Where is it? Oh, there you are. So this is like the first lift hill, huh? Admittedly, the speeds are a little bit high on that bit. Through the loop is kind of okay, but yeah, it went through there quite quickly. If this one is too extreme, I already can see where that happened. Look at the pace that it remains. These cars, man, they may retain their pace like crazy. Are you stalling out on me now? Yeah, you are. So, that was over. And now the view is like my worst enemy. Where was it? It's over here in this helix. Yeah, okay, so basically it doesn't make it all the way through. Now there is an easy way to fix this. And that is to just remove this helix bit. Because this is basically where it goes wrong. So it's a bit of a shame, but oh, balls. It's a bit of a shame, but you know, there is an easy fix for this, and that's this one, which I just applied. So now we can watch the test ride again. And well, you know, what can I say? Let me quickly fix up the park just a little, because things look bad, and you guys can watch the test ride for me, so I can address the issues here quickly, because yeah, it's bad. That's what you get, you know, leave the park unattended for only a small moment, and you get this. That's not that bad, you know. It was only that one place, basically. Right, okay. Let's go back to watching the car. You know, watch the test ride. So this should be like its first lifting section, huh? Man, in all honesty, I do need to have a quick peek at this. It's all 3, nothing too crazy above the 3. Naturals seem nice. So far so good though. And then there's this bit. And there is that loop, which seems to be going okay so far. Now it's in the lift. And now it goes at breakneck speeds up till where we had the helix before, and we don't. This is actually really good, you know, the pace at which it goes through that inline twist. So I rather like that. It's actually quite a long coaster, if I'm honest. Balls. And then it doesn't make it through this loop either. Oh man. Man. Okay, okay game, you got me where you wanted me. Now, can we... What we can do here, I mean, why would we need to keep it at height 7, right? There's no real reason for us to do that. We need the one to the left, right? Yeah. And this one needs this piece. I believe that in theory, right now, it would make it. Because we go down here a little bit, so it can gather up some pace. And yeah, in the meantime, we got all our money back again. Man, I really want the test results. Because we've been spending quite a bit of time on it. So what I'm just gonna do is without much care or thought, you know, just slam down a few food and drink stuff things. If I can even find a spot for them, you know. There, done. not that we need it or anything, you know, but it's just for like, well, we have them, we might as well. And it might even lure in like a few more guests, you know. Not that we need them, but hey, you know, more guests is more guests. Let's see. Yeah, that's the annoying thing about this park as well. Because it's so high up, the game seems to sometimes just jump the camera view around, you know. And I saw this. We got that fixed in time though. Yeah, and I think for right now, the coaster is back to its original point. So let us get back to viewing what the train's doing, huh? Right, so now it gets to where we remove the helix. Excuse me. And then it does the very perfectly timed inline twist, and then yeah, it gets to the loop. But anyway, guys, just about this park, whilst we finish up the test ride here, I think this is one of the most lazy ass you know, scenarios. Just take one from the original and then just add another rock to it. I mean, sure, you know, it's a nice park and all that, but in the end, yeah, I think it's just lazy game design to do it like this. I think, you know, I would have much more preferred like a original park, you know, with you know, new settings and the new challenge and everything. Because in the end, you know, this was anything but challenging. You know what the challenging part was? Building in the underground. And in the end, you know, well, okay, this coaster, I did have to do a little bit of practice, and I fear it might be a little bit, just a little bit too extreme. I mean, this is not looking good, you know. Yeah, I fear the worst. No, but that, you know, that's my opinion about this park. You know, we did the planning all right, and you saw us steaming ahead at the goals in like the first 1.5 years, you know, and then we almost got it, and then we needed to start working the underground, and the pacing and, well, you know, as well as the visibility and the fun, for me at least, you know, dropped down dramatically, as well as our average height. Look, we even got the guest count dropping down. I know why that is, you know, because we're not taking care of the park at all. And that's another thing. With this second rock in the underground, the pathing in it is just horrible, you know. And gas getting lost and... oh, really? Too extreme? I bet that we can fix that by adding in a brake. Like, we would need a brake like right here. I kind of want to fix this because this coaster has the potential to be like really, really good. What if we add... we can't really break it too much, but what if we add like a brake over here? Brake. Brake, I said. Yes, and then go with, because it goes through this at like 70 kilometers. And if we then do, oh, but then we run into our own coaster thing. And then, yeah, we would need this to be a large curve. There's no way we can break this over here. I don't know. I don't know. Where would we be able to fix this? It shouldn't be too difficult. That is, if we manage to see, and this, you know, this is another bit like why this is a pretty rough park for us. You know, what we could do, in all honesty, what we could do is change this bit out a little bit. So by doing this, we should be able to squeeze in like one break. And if we lower this to like 28, oh balls, that's one off. So what if we were to just lower this by one? You know, just the whole thing in general. We would then need this to be there, and then and then we cannot do the, but we wouldn't need to, because we'd have this one tile for the brake, these. We could actually have this be at like height 18, I believe. Do the braking thing. And be connected. Now in theory, this should make this be a lot less extreme. Because going through here at those high speeds, you know, that's probably doing it, you know, killing it, basically, in terms of ratings. Yeah, all in all, like I said, this park wasn't, you know, too difficult, but I didn't really enjoy it. Oh, and by the way, man, what is our handy dude here thinking? I mean, like, really? For some reason, this bit of the park just keeps getting vomit. So yeah, there we have it, the Thunder Rocks Park, you know. I think we filled it out pretty nicely. And, well, you know, what the ratings for our Rollercoaster 1 are gonna be, I just now do look at the timer, and I'm well past beyond the video recording time thing. And what we can see here, like right now, like what the ratings will be. So, but I wanted to end the video here, and now I feel like yeah, all right, let's finish the test ride. But you know, feel free to skip ahead, because after this, it's the end of the video. And, you know, the Thunder Rocks Park, you know, you know my opinion about it, so, yeah. I hope the next park will be better. Probably, you know, I read all the comments, and people say that the next park is actually really good. So, or it's not like the next park per se, but like the coming parks, you know, there's like really good ones in them. So I just hope that that's true. Okay, so this, it cannot get too extreme over here in terms of the G's. This part looks good. Yeah, I think we fixed it with the issue there. This is also good. This looks good. So in terms of speed, you know, we got it all covered basically. And then this looks good, you know, perfect pacing. And then this looks good too. Yeah, I think we've taken the sting out of this coaster with our tactical brake over here. It's a good thing I made those lifts, you know, just straight. In the underground, I don't mind, you know, when it's just straight lifts. And those give you a bit of leeway, because you can always add in, like, the curvature and stuff. I think, by the way, that we might not have addressed the ratings, because I think they will still be too extreme. Where did it get that spike? That's it, like, over there, I believe. No, it gets it over here. Like after this long lift, and then there's like a drop. That's where it becomes too extreme. Which seems to me like this is like the second lift. So after the second lift, which is over here, which is just the bit going down here. Is it really? I think it will still be too extreme, and that would be because of the G's over here. Though the lateral G's we also didn't really address. Basically, we addressed nothing. It looked to be this bit though, because it went through here way too quick. Yeah, alright, I give up. Before this video becomes too many hours, I will fix this off camera though. You trust me. But for now, this is it. So join me next time when we will play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.